Hey, this is Bob. I'm here with Jan,
Corey.
and Corey. What are we doing here, Corey?
Millionaire.
We are headed to Millionaire here in Houston, Texas. We're going to go play with Millionairess, another A26 of the fleet. So we'll get settled and I'll show you what we're doing. I'm a terrible videographer. We got there and I didn't even think about turning on the camera until we were ready to start disassembling the strut. So here we are, trying desperately to get the oleo out of the tube so that we can get new seals on it. It just did not want to come out. We finally, after about 2 hours of cussing and swearing, it finally came out of the bottom there, and then in the next scene you're going to see us start cleaning things up and explaining a few things. I was filming for about a half hour on time lapse, and we weren't getting anywhere, so I shut off the camera. And then when it did pop out, I wasn't prepared and the camera wasn't rolling. So like I say, in the next scene you're going to see us inspecting what we've got. So it took us a minute. This strut was fairly gummed up, but we finally got it up. Let me turn this around. And this is Rob. And Rob is the lead man here, and he's doing some surgical cleaning on this so that we can put new seals in it tomorrow and put this thing back together again. And we have Quint over there in the solvent tank, and he's cleaning up some small parts to get them ready. So anyway, we'll keep after this. This is what we're doing. We're overhauling this nose landing gear. Not overhauling, but resealing this nose oleo strut. Okay, so we finished the day up here today. We got the oleo finally disassembled and everything's clean, ready to put new seals in it, put it back together again tomorrow. So we'll get that done and we'll be back. Hey folks, down here in Houston, I'm here with Rob. He's the crew chief of Millionairess. You want to explain to our viewers why we're here?
Well, Bob's here to help us repack our nose strut. It's been leaking profusely and wouldn't hold an air charge, so we had these guys come down and help us out with a repack, and they've done a fantastic job.
Okay, so let me turn this around. So we've got the barrel all cleaned. I don't know if you can see that. And we're just getting ready to start reassembling. The strut is over here in the solvent tank. It's sitting here cooling its heels for a minute, and we'll be going to put that in here in a little bit. We have some parts over on the table that are preliminary. Yesterday we had a hard time pulling this apart because things were just so gummy, but the scissor link is here ready for reinstallation, and the center tube. This will be the first thing going back in the aircraft. We'll get these back in position. We'll get the tube all sealed and lubed up, and then we'll go from there. And what's really nice is it's actually a nice day in Houston. It's not broiling. It's probably 80-ish. I can live with that. So Rob is putting the first piston up in here. And this gentleman over here, this is Quint. And he's a worker bee, man. I'll tell you what. Spent hours at the solvent tank yesterday cleaning parts.
Can we get a small ladder real quick?
All right, so we're in the process of getting the O-rings installed. We've protected these areas that the O-rings got to go by, because you got to stretch them to get them in place. So we've got to wrap this. We've got a smaller O-ring that's got to go in here. We've already installed this one. We've got to get the tape, and it's somewhere here. We got to get the tape off of here because there's another O-ring that has to go. I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, so there's an O-ring that needs to slide in here, so we've got to protect this, we have to protect this, and we'll get this done. And Quint is up here. He's safety wiring this gland nut that basically holds this tube in, or the device that makes the gear twist as it goes up in. There's a gland nut, and yesterday we took that off and he's working on getting it safetied. But the internal piston is inside and all taken care of. So we're getting really close to sliding in the oleo. We still have to have the scissor links installed here before we can approach anything more. So stand by.
Where's your next O-ring?
Okay. All right. So here's the next O-ring. We'll get that lubed up. Rob's going to put that in there. I can edit that out.
Oh goodness, we're having fun.
Yeah. I probably put it in on a blooper.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, you didn't tape that now.
Oh,
Yeah. Just be careful. You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Why don't you pour some lube on it? Why don't you pour some of that on?
Just be mindful of it.
I got a shirt that says that.
There you go.
It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, you and Jimmy.
Yep, that's where I got it from.
He was supposed to stop by our hangar and he didn't do it.
You didn't do it, huh?
And he was at Vintage Flying Museum and didn't talk to Bill either.
Jimmy.
Jimmy
Webb.
World.
Jimmy Webb.
That guy.
Yeah, Jimmy Webb.
Jimmy Webb.
JW. This is where it gets fun. Okay.
And there you go.
All right.
All right.
All right. Fantastic.
Mm.
Well, so, Rob,
Yes.
you need two hands. Why don't you hold that up for him, Jan? There you go. There you go. Anyway, so Rob, tell me a little bit about the history of what this plane has been doing and why we're doing this. Because it was really gummy.
Well, this plane, we got it on, took possession May 10th. Myself and a team of 3 people brought it from a museum piece to a flyable airplane in 3 weeks. And then we set off on our journey to Normandy.
Wow.
Yeah, for the D-Day celebration. We crossed from Goose Bay, Canada to Narsarsuaq, Greenland, then from Narsarsuaq, Greenland to Reykjavik, Iceland to Wick, Scotland, then from there to Belgium, and then from Belgium to Normandy.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, sir.
But this aircraft had been parked for
7 years.
7 years outside.
Outside.
Outside. And so when we were cleaning this, we discovered a lot of
water intrusion.
Yeah, water intrusion. The O-rings that we just replaced were flat. They had all kinds of debris in them.
Aged.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, all right. Well, we'll get the rest of this cleaned off, get the tape off of here. We'll get the scissor links installed, and we'll be ready to install this gear. Okay, the upper section of the scissor link is on. Now this looks kind of skiwampus because the cylinder is rotated as we've started the retract. So this is actually going to shift 90 degrees when it gets back down. So here comes the next section. Hold on. All right, the shimmy damper housing is now on here. We just have to have the last section that goes on here. And then we're going to test the retract, make sure that everything does as it's supposed to do. Okay, and Rob's going to install the last section that holds the scissor link together. So we have 2 keys and a stud that have all got to line up together in order for this to go on. Right, so the scissor link damper assembly is all installed, and now Quint is up in the fuselage, up in the cabin. He's going to bring this down and lock to make sure we have the correct motion for this twisting. And this is pretty superb. Yeah, go ahead. Here it comes. Oh, look at that. How sweet it is. That is really cool. Alright, so it's fallen all on its own. Now he's going to pump it down. Yeah, pump it on down till it locks. And then we'll unlock it and bring it back up. And then there's a big pin up in this mechanism that slots into that hemisphere when that's the lock feature. So you're going to see this finished twisting, and this knuckle's going to come down and be straight. There it goes. Very cool. Yeah, you got a long ways to go, Quint. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Keep going. Yeah.
You'll hear it.
Yeah, it's going to go clunk. There you go.
Okay.
Down and locked. That looks awesome.
That works as advertised.
Okay, so now we need to reverse the direction. Okay, so he's pumping it back up so that we can put the oleo in it more or less horizontal rather than trying to go straight up in the strut. So we'll get that ready for that and we'll go from there. So one of the things that make this kind of a difficult task is there's a key here and a key on the other side. And when this thing goes up in, so this is the cam that locks the gear in position after you're airborne so that the oleo and the tire turn in the direction they need to do. But as you're inserting this likes to slide out and can go anywhere. And we have to line it up, hold on, up in the cylinder. It's hard to see, but there's a slot there and a slot there that those have to line up with. So what we're going to attempt to do is to have all of this stuff down here on the bottom, and we've got a couple of plastic pegs. We're going to try to keep this in position with the cams engaged so that then we can then use the oleo to try to twist the keys in the right position. So we'll see how that goes. So stand by. Okay.
We still got to put. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What's the
The
question?
top end need to get put back together and all that, or
No, that's all
oh,
done.
it's all put together.
Yeah. Hey, this is Scott. He's another one of the idiots in us that are working on this.
What?
But we're putting the finishing touches on this gland nut, and this strut is serviced. We need to add fluid, and once we get the right amount of fluid in it, we'll test it for leaks, and then after the leaks are done, we'll set the height and put some nitrogen in it. But this is cool. We're going to test it for rotation one more time once the gland nut is tight. Rob, you're doing a fabulous job there, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
So they're hooking up
I've
the
been out
scissor
there
link.
fishing.
The gland nut is all tight.
Is there a washer over there or no?
No.
Putting the scissor link on, and I'll go up and pump the gear down, and we'll watch the action. All right, she be running. Watch your fingers up here.
We just got it in.
All right, we ready to come down?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Come on down.
All right.
Let's not forget about his phone thing up in here.
What's that?
His whoa, it comes down.
There you go.
We have a lot on its own.
Yeah, it did.
You're good.
Relaxed already.
It's down a lot. Well,
Keep going.
you don't have any oil on it, but
You there?
it's mechanically down.
All right.
Sorry, it was straight. I don't know if it locked.
What's it?
Okay, life is awesome. All right, so we have to, like I said, put some fluid in this, and then we have to cycle it a few times to get the purge the air out of it. Then we'll get the prescribed amount of fluid in it. We'll do a leak test with air. So the fellas are exercising the gear and trying to purge the air that's in the lower strut, and then we'll add air and let it cook for an hour.
That one there, if you can see it.
So right now Scott is adding nitrogen to the strut if we've got the Schrader valve doing what it's supposed to do. And what we
We've
have,
got a little bit of pressure. I just don't want to put too much on it. Slam the.
okay, so we had a little bit of a problem in that the Schrader valve wasn't working in this, so we changed out the Schrader valve, and now they're going to put some nitrogen in it, and we're going to watch Scott mop. Well, there it goes. How cool is that? There's Quint and Rob on the nitrogen tank cart. Okay, that is really cool. So the fellas have the nose tire on. Everything seems to be in good shape. They've got a mule to run the hydraulics. And we got Clint up there in the cockpit to run the gear when the power comes on.
Hey, is it Bob?
Yep. Okay.
You're still pinned, right? Take them out.
They're taking the safety pins out of the down locks on the mains. Okay, it looks like we're all ready to go.
Yeah, we're clear.
You're up.
Clear.
Clear.
up?
It's up, yeah. It's on in here.
Is it yes or no question? What'd you say? Is the gear handle up? Yeah, the gear handle up. Look at this, dude.
If you notice, the doors on the main's constricting as the gear follows through. Goes the nose. Kaboom. And the mains are following. Man, I am so looking forward to doing this on ours.
Neutral? We're neutral. Ready for gearing down?
Yeah, we've got it's like a bend in this door.
Yeah, it's gonna keep hitting my head on it.
It's not hitting anything.
Alright, ready for gear down?
Absolutely.
Gear down.
That's great.
Woo! Like it's supposed to. Hey, keep in there, we got 3 grand.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear. Yeah. That's interesting. So the left main closed quick, so the right main fell back down. That's crazy. Gears coming down again. Here we go. Fantastic. So now that they got the gear extension and retraction and extension done, they're going to set it on the ground so they can set the pneumatic height of the oleo here on the nose and make sure that the mains are okay. And this thing will be ready for takeoff. Okay, they've about got all the jacks out from underneath it, and now they know that they have to add some nitrogen to the front strut, but all is well and it isn't leaking everywhere. So Rob is in here getting ready to add some nitrogen to the front oleo. Let me get out where I can see what it's doing. Yep. Your fitting's not tight.
Who's got a leak in?
That's a barrel. I'll take the pressure off.
There you go.
Q, let me know when she's. Nothing yet. And we're
Okay. The jacks are all out from underneath. Looks dry as a bone. And there's no air leaking. And there's some sort of airplane starting up outside. Anyway, it's been a great day in Houston. Well, Jan and I are here at Houston Hobby Airport, and we've fulfilled our assignment. We checked on the strut on the A26 this morning, and it just holding just fine. So we're proud of our mission here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tune in for next week, and we'll get more done on ours. And I appreciate you watching our videos, and we'll see you when we see you. Thank you.